What's up, deckheads? Gaddy Games have given me a key for Plan B Terraform to test it out on my big black deck. But is this game worth going raw dog with, or should you pull out and look for a Plan C? Let's find out. Earth is toast, and not the good kind you spread butter on. In Plan B, you're tasked with giving humanity a fresh start by terraforming a new planet. Sounds epic, but don't expect fireworks on day one. The opening hours are all about setting up supply chains and resource automation before you even think about heating the place up. It's a slow burn, quite literally, but once you realize every construction you place is part of a much bigger plan, hopefully one you thought out, it's oddly satisfying. The game leans heavily into hex-based logistics, and it actually makes complex automation feel accessible. Plan B breaks the game world into hexes where you can connect supply lines and build systems that snap together. The automation feels intuitive, almost cozy, which is not something you usually say about micromanaging factories. On deck, the game utilizes the touchpad for mouse emulation, ensuring smooth control. Thank goodness the devs didn't attempt to force a controller layout on us, because it would undoubtedly make it a rough landing. 4 hours in, and I had only just started releasing greenhouse gases, slowly nudging the planet towards non-lethal temperatures. The game's long-term hook is watching the world evolve. It's kind of funny to think of global warming as progress, but here it is. Unfortunately, it takes a lot of time to get to the actual terraforming, and there's a risk of losing players before we even get there. On the OLED Steam Deck, Plan B runs anywhere between 23 and 45 frames per second, depending on zoom level and how much chaos you've built. Battery life sits around 2.5 hours, which is definitely on the short side. The silver lining to all of this is that the game doesn't feel unplayable even at lower frame rates, mostly thanks to its slower, thoughtful pacing. The only true downside to playing with your deck is size. In-game text is small, which makes squinting part of the experience whether you like it or not. Graphically, Plan B isn't trying to win awards. It goes for a soft, cartoony style with bright colors that make the bleak premise feel a little bit more hopeful. It's clean, clear, and functional, which is really all you need when you're juggling a dozen supply lines. The soundtrack is tranquil, almost meditative, though after a while, you notice every track kind of sounds the same. It's not bad, just repetitive. Like a meditation app, if that app slowly turns the world into a greenhouse death trap. Plan B isn't the kind of game you hastily abort. It stays with you, reshaping your evenings one supply chain at a time, pulling you back with that just one more hex itch. It's less hit it and quit it, and more in it for the long haul, rewarding patience as you watch Barren Rock slowly become something livable. If you're into city builders with a side of accessible automation, this Plan B is the rare one you'll be caring for weeks later, whether you wanted to or not. See you next time, deckheads.